first. It was your idea.
The one with that thing in his chest.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
My fingers are crossed. I'm not going in there and getting swallowed by a devil.
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
We watch, we wait.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist, come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. Ha! I believe you may believe that. The Absolute takes people, twists them. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us, said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist, but you all lie. The Absolute turns you. I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
Taskmaster, poison well. This is it. We're doing a vigil instead for its friend. That stack of bones up there.
Sarin's soul will not be slave to any god, absolute or otherwise. Of course, you're my favorite. But I made the others from your mass, so they are my favorite.
What are we supposed to be doing?
We're troublemakers.
But we are troublemakers.
And keep your mucky little people.
Quiet, cousins, we will.
What's the name of that river down there?
Wizards call it the sewer.
Whatever it's called, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
That might be worth a look.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella?
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with. Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learnt a lot thanks to him. and I'm still learning. And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said so. Hey again.
My children. My sweet ones. What have they done to you?
I'm hungry, Father. I'm so hungry. It hurts, Father. The hunger. It never stops.
Please, do you know of anything that can be done? I've been fighting it, but I think you're right. Better that than they start feeding off humans. I do not know if this is more blessing or curse, but it is at least some... Thank you, my friend.
Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for everything. At least I'm not alone. I could not have borne that eternity. Is this my life now? Darkness and hunger. I did not expect you to free us. But I am grateful.
I do not know. Thank you, my...
You've come. We await your good word.
Miss Lae'zel and her allies. Can they be trusted?
You ask the wrong question. It is not a matter of can. It is a matter of must. Whether by fortune or necessity, fate made its choice. Lae'zel was the opportunity we prayed for. This may be our one chance to secure Githyanki freedom.
Come closer. Tell me what you see.
You see nothing about this Dragonborn that makes him distinct from any other.
Thurl. You must look beyond what your eyes show you. I'm not Dragonborn. I'm a red dragon. Call me Kudanos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her. more than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the Lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar. With Prince Orpheus to guide us.
Kithrak Voss, may the astral sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors. The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the Grand Design.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus. You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples. Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances.
I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Gaich. Very well.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes.
The individual descriptions could refer to many things, but taken together, she can only be referring to something vampiric in nature.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he? But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked. You think something's happened to him? You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
In our midst, your death in the dread...
Enemies afoot. Moving!
my blows.
Time to strike.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Sylvanus' blessings.
Sing the song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. We, though dead, assailed his fort, transformed, he felt their love. Some best thread from nether years, rose to conquer all. Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place above. An evil wizard, devil gift, the odds are cast anew. And Baldur's fate now turns upon the winds of fortune's hue.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Let's talk. Sorry, but there's no room for me. I like how you think.
My faith will guide me.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Sharp as ever.
I've got a long road ahead.
I'm ready.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? Don't give me trouble now.
as ash and meat. Something over there.
A long way to go still.
Have a lot on my mind. In it.
Blade at the ready.
With a flick of the wrist. Never a dull moment. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
What's on your mind? Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first. Magical. So, Elminster's not around, so might as well.
All right, what now?
Direct me.
Intestines throb.
I applaud your taste.
Mine's never quiet.
Uktar, I remain Guild Bursar. Have you made an acquisition? The Great Wizard. I will be interested to see what manner of curiosities he deems worth locking away. Devere. Now, what would a servant of Lady Loss be so keen on keeping safe? Glitterbeard. He was given mastery of the counting house over me, you know. Well deserved, wouldn't you say?
Let's talk. Sorry, but there's no room for me. I like how you think.
Another step forward.
Look, Father, harden my heart.
What should I do? Onward.
Blade will not bend.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Enemies abound.
Need to stay focused.
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
There shall be no mercy.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Another day, another fight.
Mountain back. 2 steps at a time.
Let's finish this. Got to move.
Maybe I need more pockets. Never a dull moment.
Need to act fast. On my way.
not yield. Moving to position.
On the move.
Survival is all that matters. What do I have to lose?
Forever dauntless. Two steps at a time.
I am ready. Let me strike through.
On my way.
Let us see the battle won. Every enemy of nature must fall.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
I'm ready. Got to press on.
None can withstand nature's wrath. I am ready.
Still in control. Just. What am I to do?
Whatever shall it be?
Time to rest. At least things have stayed interesting.
That might be worth a look.
Baldur with a bronze dragon. Must have been quite an adventure. Baldur and his winged ally admiring the fruits of their labor. The city itself. Baldur sails away and leaves the dragon to watch over his city. Do the histories make mention of this?
statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no one and no savior.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages. The statue gives no response.
Ancient Ansor, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
Incredible. How old is this place?
This place is quite a find. Imagine all the people going about their lives unaware of what their city is hidden away.
A curious discovery, this place. This city builds and builds upon itself until it forgets its own secrets.
This place is astonishing. A bard's legend made real.
Paintings hung on the wall, almost like an art gallery.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes. Both. Relevant words for times of strife, and for a dragon's underground trial, if we're lucky.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous. But do not let such cleansing prevent justice.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
I wonder what the next move is. There's no time to waste. And all that is broken.
Let's get going.
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek. Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
Dishonorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed. Good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
Defender of the people.
Slippery little blighter.
Too fast for my reflexes, I fear.
Lost this little thing slipped in my grasp.
Oh, hold still, will you?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I'll see what I can learn.
Shall we continue? Perhaps there is something to be gleaned.
Where am I needed? Sure, why not?
Looking ahead.
Let's talk.
Ugh, hold still, will you? Ugh, hold still, will you?
I have longed to hear you.
Let's talk.
An insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed.
Pawns, king, queen. Is this lance board?
Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. A leader succeeds. A pretender fails.
Let's talk.
Still alive, so that's progress.
A champion burns bright. even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch. Withstand the elements. Prove your courage.
We shall carry the day. Let our enemies' corpses nourish the ground. Yield or die.
Got to keep fighting.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Unleash me!
Very well.
Nature's fury shall not be checked. We shall prevail. Sylvanas, guide my step.
Talk to me. On I go.
Let none stand in our way. Whatever may come, I stand ready. On my way.
What's the plan?
going.
Thought this place was just a legend. Tall tales just keep coming true.
The cub speaks.
What can I do?
There is more city under the city than in it, I think. I begin to wonder if Baldur's Gate was not built by some burrowing cousin of Boo's.
Tired, love?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You wish to consult me?
With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Let's talk.
Hells. The Great Worm is nothing but bone and memories.
Dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened. Answer. It's been too long.
Baldur! No! I don't believe it.
A name I once answered. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend. Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Nature shall be defended, at any cost.
On the victor's path.
The scent of blood is in the air. Must keep going.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Think you can take me on?
Faith will protect me.
This is my time.
Can't give up.
The waiting storm is arisen!
O Father, shield your servant.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Can't afford to let up.
can't even catch my breath.
Father, harden my heart.
Let's end this. Have to keep going.
Still on my feet.
Forever dauntless.
Let us see the battle won.
Blood comes easy these days.
Baldur, what have you done?
Unsure. I never thought I'd see him again. My past is past. I concealed nothing from you. I simply left out the details that were not pertinent to our cause. But it seems you are interested in them. I killed Unsur out of necessity. For the crime of being a Lithid, he would have killed me first. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an Illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Unsur who found me. Unsur who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Unsur who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, Nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick. Of course I do. More so because it was Onso. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. It came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation. Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. One netherstone remains. We must find it before the brain breaks free.
Ansur is dead. There will be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the Great Worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Ansur became. You are more powerful than you understand. It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city. The brain will fall, and the people will hail us as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender.
You might find it an uphill battle to get the city populace to accept a devil as their duke.
The Absolute's end would be the guarantee. Devilish visage be damned. If I were to call myself Grand Duke, no patriarch would deny the claim. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say? Of course, but we need nourishment, don't we? And we can't go beating up brains on empty stomachs. You hunt the meat, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties just the once. I scout both the Hells and the coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Will takes a sharp breath. He's keeping something from you.
Yes, there is. I will be hunting Mazora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the Hells and tear the horns right off her damned head. Father trained me in the sword and the bow. They'll have to sustain me. Damn right. I'll cut her to ribbons before she can so much as groan Zariel's name. Sure. I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansel.
Will intends to take the fights to the very Hells themselves? I can think of no one more capable.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
The helm of Baldur.
The worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
I am here.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear. The Absolute's voice. A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I failed, Father. The worm is fallen.
A terrible fate for Ansur, my son.
I don't understand.
You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the Great Ansur. You are stronger than even the Great Worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Grand Duke. I look the part of a fiend.
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner.
Uncertainty fills the air. Will has reached a fork in his path. In which direction will he travel?
Will?
I fought to right the wrongs of the coast. It is in the wilds that I find my courage, not in the halls of upper city estates. There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus!
The Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you.
The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I had hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder. Gods, can it be? The man who raised the city's walls became an Illithid.
You both know you owe your lives to me. I am not fallen. I am risen.
We must make this a secret we carry beyond the grave. No name is more sacred to the city than Balduran's. Not even mine. When people think his name or see his likeness, they must imagine a hero, not a horror.
How misguided you are.
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it?
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier.
Aren't you a sight for...
Will would be wiser to leverage his family name for a position of power in Baldur's Gate. The Hells can have him for all I care.
Let's talk.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be? The legend lives. Oh, how the people will applaud their courageous hero. Well, if they're not revolted by those hideous horns. I'll keep the whole devil pulling his strings hush-hush. I promise. Don't worry, I won't keep too tight a leash. He scratches my horns, and I'll scratch his. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out. Ready and waiting.
Will shall force all devil kind to tremble before him. The hells have much to fear.
Do you feel that? The hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The Blade of Avernus. Forged by a Cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
No one stopped me yet.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the hells. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. Excellent. Let's go.